Hey everyone, welcome back to Code with Ro. In today's video, I'm going to walk you through how to download Python, install Visual Studio Code, and write your first simple Python script. This is perfect if you're just starting out with coding and want to set up your environment quickly, so let's go ahead and get right on it. So open your browser and navigate to python.org. First, let's get Python installed. So head over to the official Python website at python.org. Once you're there, go to download section and you'll see the latest version. So for me, it'll automatically detect that I'm on Windows and that the latest version is 3.12.6. So I'll go ahead and click on this to download and you'll see this executable, and we'll just click on this to launch. And now I want to make sure that use admin privileges when installing py.exe is checked, and also to add python.exe to path. And then I'll hit install now. And if you forgot to do any of the previous options, you can just reinstall it with Python going to your path. That is really important just so that you can actually see it in your terminal. And then I'll hit close from here. And now Python's actually installed on your computer. And in order to test this out, let's go ahead and open up command prompt by typing in cmd in the Windows search. And then I'll just type in python dash dash version, and it'll show that we have Python 3.12.6 installed, exactly like the one that we installed from the website over here. And now let's head over to code.visualstudio.com, and I'll just click download for Windows, and it'll pop up with the installer, and I'll go ahead and click on that to install Visual Studio Code, and I'll click I accept the agreement. And then I'll make sure all of these are checked and hit next, and I'll click install. Now this is going to be our integrated development environment, which is called an IDE, and this is where we can actually code and compile our code and so on. So as soon as we launch this, I'm just going to go ahead and click on the extensions tab over here on the far left, and then I'm going to search for one called Python, and it's by Microsoft, and make sure you click the install button just to simply install. All right, so now that this is installed, let's go ahead and actually create a new file and run our script. So what I'm actually going to do here is on my desktop, I'm just going to right click and create a new folder, and I'll call this something like Python project. And then I'll just drag this into Visual Studios to open it up. And you'll see it says Python project here with our welcome screen. And now I'm just going to create a new file, and I'll just call this hello_world.py. And I'll save this into my Python project folder. It should automatically navigate you there if you correctly drag this into VS Code, and I'll click create file. And now we can tell it's a Python file because it has the .py extension at the end, and also on the left of our hello_world, we have the Python symbol. So I'll close this tab that says welcome, and I'm just going to do a simple print hello world. So I'll type in print, and then in quotes, I'll do hello world, just like this, and I'll hit Control S to save. If you have this white dot next to your file name, it just means your file currently has changes that need to be saved. And then after you hit File Save, like so, that white dot will go away, or the shortcut key is Control S. On the bottom right, if you have this Select Interpreter button, you can just click on this and then select your Python, like so. And now I'm actually just going to run this code with the three dots. I'm going to go to Terminal, and then click New Terminal. And now it might default you to PowerShell. I just want to change this using the dropdown and just open up command prompt. I can just close this PowerShell by clicking the delete icon next to the PowerShell one and just keep my CMD up. And now in order to run our first Python script, I'm simply just going to type in the word Python and then hello_world. So I'll type in Python and then hello_world.py. And now when I click enter, it'll say hello world. And that's how you download Python, install Visual Studio Code, and run your first Python script on the VS Code terminal. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more beginner-friendly coding tutorials. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. Thanks for watching Code with Ro, and I'll see you in the next video.